My daughter told me about this band called Nickelback. It's been nonstop ever since, and I wish I could be there screaming my head off. But looking forward to more of your music when I get back.
That's really cool. That is really, really cool. 62 million miles, wow.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
1, 0. And liftoff. Shepard cleared the tower.
And liftoff. Mission Control has confirmed New Shepard has cleared the tower and is on its way to space.
Godspeed, New Shepard. Godspeed. Enjoy this ride.
Are gaining
Team,
speed
that's 5,000
as
feet.
New Shepard lifts off towards space. That beautiful burn lifting New Shepard towards space.
We just confirmed Max Q and that BE-3 engine doing some work on its way to speed.
Colonel, you better take a look at this dick.
Hacker!
Privates! 2 balls! Wang! Willie! Johnson.
We had a sonic boom. Man, was that incredible. I love hearing that sound. And the BE-3 engine relights for the final portion of the descent.
Penis!
Wiener? Nuts! Hot, salty nuts! One-eyed monster! Step right up and see the one-eyed monster!
Woody!
Just a little prick.
Touchdown, New Shepard. Welcome back to Earth. What an incredible feat of engineering required to bring this rocket back safely, reuse it. All I can ever say, Jackie, is wow.
Wow, Eddie, truly, no matter how many times we've seen this happen, a live booster landing onto that landing pad will take your breath away.
But it almost looks like Star Wars. Like when you watch it, it looks like it's something out of a science fiction film.
It looks absolutely unreal and animated.
It looked like R2-D2 coming out of the payload bay.
Mama thinks it's really cool.
You think that's a hit in elementary schools? Those little minds?
The school kids we show these to always like those scenes.
Getting here was not easy. It was the work of thousands of dreamers. Thanks to their invincible spirit, we are on our way to the launch pad, then the moon, then Mars. Thanks to thousands of dreamers' invincible spirit. Thanks to thousands of dreamers' invincible spirit.
We're delighted to have Buzz Lightyear joining us here at the Smithsonian.
And a surprise. Snoopy in his orange spacesuit will hitch a ride.
Let me see, do we have somebody named Elmo around anywhere?
Yes! Hello!
You created a dream for millions and millions of young kids. All the dreams you created in other people's minds, other young kids. You believed in science. I just can't tell you how much I believe the most unlikely things to happen.
Broken barriers, once viewed as impossible.
I often say that at NASA, the impossible is made possible.
Well, I want to add my congratulations to the very talented people at NASA who created these unbelievable HD TV images from space.
It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
Here to accept the Emmy Award.
Turn these ones and zeros into images that all of you, I hope, enjoy. Thanks for all of you for paying your taxes so I can have a great job. Thank you very much.
Disney and NASA to make this happen. Not an easy task.
Discoveries that were miracles a few short years ago are accepted as commonplace today.
With the videos that Disney, Pixar, and NASA collaborated on.
Because the whole idea of Buzz going up in space was for the educational program.
Fantasyland.
No, you're right. Elmo's smart.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a launch junction, Jack? One time? Where they, was it really something? Yeah.
What are we doing? And what have we done?
Which one is next? You mean where do we go immediately next? Is that the question?
That's what next means.
We took the first steps with the launch of Mission Equity.
I mean, you think about it, it's amazing.
This year, a new inflatable heat shield is being developed that can actually slow down and survive re-entry on Mars. That can actually slow down and survive. We have much work to do, but this is the work we must do together.
When science fiction turned reality. Thanks to thousands of dreamers' invincible spirit.
Mama thinks it's really cool.
You think that's a hit in elementary schools?
All the dreams you created in other people's minds. The dreams you created.
Those little minds?
You created a dream for millions and millions of young kids.
Those little minds?
The school kids we show these to always like those scenes.
Other young kids.
You found out that you were going to be here for a rollout. Were you like, yes?
I was like, yes.
Many of the things that seem impossible now will become realities tomorrow.
It is not a sleek spacecraft by any means.
It's kind of neat that you go from 0 speed on the pad, 8.5 minutes later, you're doing 17,500 miles per hour.
We're much faster than the speed of a bullet.
At about 17,500 feet a second.
That's 50 times faster than any race car.
NASA released its first comic book titled First Woman, NASA's Promise for Humanity.
In the atmosphere going Mach 25.
It was very comfortable. You feel fully supported. You can see the natural position that the body kind of assumes with the hands and the arms out extended out in front of you, and that's real.
A sense of tremendous speed as you travel across the surface of the Earth from 400,000 to 300,000 to 200,000 feet.
It's kind of incredible to think that that vehicle lifts off on top of a bunch of rocket engines, pushing it out into space. You do all that stuff, and then it comes back in and it lands like this, like an airplane. Unbelievable. I don't know where we got all the people that knew how to make that work, but we do.
It comes back and lands like an airplane.
Very responsive airplane, a very real airplane.
Handling qualities of the airplane are exceptional.
Easiest airplane to fly in the world.
It's really a beautiful airplane to fly.
It launches like a rocket and it flies like a super airplane.
It's a beautiful flying airplane.
It's always amazing to me that this comes down and lands like an airplane, and of course the only one in the world that can come back and land on a prepared runway. Only one in the world. And you got to do it because you don't want to look bad on CNN.
So as NASA explores beyond the planet Earth, into the solar system and beyond into the distant galaxies, beyond into the distant galaxies.
Well, smart people have figured out how to make all that work, and that's amazing to me that we have people in our country that know how to do that.
Sometimes we get accused of doing this in a hangar someplace in Texas, and so that last sequence with the disc was our proof that this was on board the orbiter in a micro-G environment.
Last 12 months of training were pretty much wasted. Here we go into our 140-degree roll, heading down range, and for about the first 2 minutes, we're all just pretty much along for the ride.
Really nervous and frankly terrified until we got through those final 7 minutes.
The sky and space have been our clock for centuries. So think of the sun going around the Earth. The sun going around the Earth. You can tell time by a sundial.
Think about that. Light traveling at the speed of light.
Like an Astro, not.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
See?
Stay off the ground.
What a fucking bitch, am I right?